to. We're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political manslaughter. Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Philadelphia gets ready on offense behind Carson Wentz, the number 2 pick back in 2016 out of North Dakota State.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Philadelphia.
Now Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants.
A fumble on the play.
So here are the Giants now in great field position to start their initial drive. And they'll be let out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Recovered by Philadelphia.
Tell me I didn't. Just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh?
Worse?
Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Nothing.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He was brought down. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there. 1st down.
11 on the play. 1st down, Eagles.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle, Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to it, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Now Wentz on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Butler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
And an Eagle.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Blake Martinez, 2nd in the league in tackles last year, gets another there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Throwing is Wentz. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
At the 34-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this is incomplete.
The pass. Intended for Darius Slayton. Incomplete. Darius Slay on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1.
No score. Riley Dixon on to punt for the Giants.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. Wentz is going to keep it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Forced out to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it and brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now back to work for Miles Sanders and the Philly offense. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. On 2nd down and 4, Wentz. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
And an Eagle 1st down.
Wentz going to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he'd been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now Saquon Barkley. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Roughing the passer defense.
Come on, Nat.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7.
Complete to Darius Slayton.
So we've reached halftime with just, you want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
The score, Eagles 7.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Pettis now on the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, it's Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Back to throw now on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
12 more yards there and another first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but it'll be 2nd and goal. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all... over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll go again with Sanders. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Flush to his right. Now the ball comes loose, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And a big turning point here in the 2nd half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This is caught by Jackson. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 10.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. but a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the carry, this is Scott, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
That's the end.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Wentz on target there to Jeffrey. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. From the red zone now, Wentz. His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. To throw is Wentz. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles.
Complete to number 88.
Dallas Goedert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 14-10.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Flushed out right. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Barkley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Athleticism on display there by Derek Barnett to come up and get him.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw here. Steps away. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Taken in at the 3.
A good-looking return set up here.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Sanders. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
Wentz. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Eagles first down.
Throwing now is Wentz. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Into the red zone. Wentz. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And no, it's incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now Wentz. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants now down by 5, 65 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Back to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Bailey, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25 yards.
So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. And time, a huge factor. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. And what is this? We're lining up here to punt on first down. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again, Dallas Goedert marching back onto the field. And this is how the game has trended for him numbers-wise. He's really picked it up. And I got to be honest, I don't know schematically. This is where I need you. What does the defense need to do to get back to that start that they had on him?
You've got to harass him early in his route. Right off the line of scrimmage, someone needs to be there. So it's not what we call a free release where he just gets into the route so easily. Because once he builds up momentum and speed, forget it, you're done. Knock him off of that, chip away at his timing, and then make sure you have a second person there in the vicinity as well. Too big and too strong usually for one person to handle.
It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close.
Horse racing.